Okay, hello Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to the day before, the eve of the annual Star Wars yard sale. I've got lots of things here I want to kind of go through. I've had several things on my videos to kind of promote this. And if you've been watching, you'll see that some of those things are here. And remember, but some of them are not yet here because I do kind of have a first wave followed by a second wave, followed by maybe a third wave, okay? However, I don't expect that to be the case this time around, and I'll tell you why. Up here in New Jersey, the weather is not looking good for the next 3 days. It is, in fact, looking like it's going to really come down heavy at times, thunderstorms, things like that. So I have decided to make this a Star Wars garage sale, okay? Now, it's my garage. It's a separate garage. It's detached from the house, and I'll just give you, I don't want to give you too much away about my location for those. I guess it's all right, but I have this long driveway right up here, okay, and up there is where I actually had it last time. It's out in the front. I have signs placed everywhere. I've put advertisements in. I've done stuff on Facebook groups, so people are aware of this, okay? However, when it comes to yard sales around here this time of year, you do get a lot of business from, just passersby, things like that. It is a normal yard sale too, and I have some tents up here with non-Star Wars, just household items that are also going to be for sale. There's a few things in here that are a little bit more value. That stuff is pretty much, it's not that it's not valuable, it's that I don't mind so much if it gets a little wet. This stuff, I do mind. So what I wanted to do is just kind of give you guys a stroll through the collection, okay? And you can see the kind of things, maybe there's something you're interested in. I will post this link on all the Facebook groups, the yard sale groups, the Facebook groups, if anybody's interested. And if you are not local, but you have a interest in something, I've already sold one item. We had a person reach out to me and offered me a price for including shipping, and I accepted it. So why don't we take a look? All right, let me see here. I'm going to do my little switch around here. All right, starting on one end. Now you can see, first of all, this is the Star Wars collection. Okay, now it's not the entire Star Wars collection. This is the Star Wars collection I am parting with. Okay, so it's basically tables going down here, a couple of things on the shelves, things on the back, lined up in the back, a couple of things on the ground, and then this table here, and then there are a couple of things back there that I'll talk about in a little bit. All right, so we've got our by the way, the prices that you see here, these are prices that are, of course, negotiable. Not really interested in, I don't mind haggling and going back and forth, but I really, if somebody's really interested in something, I say no reasonable offer refused, okay? So, but we have our R2-D2 pop-up hamper, okay, kind of fun there. This is a piece of artwork that my daughter did. It's just basically a digital rendering, a sketch actually, of an X-Wing fighter box from Kenner. So I had it framed. We have a couple of things here. We got some collector series. Of course, we've got Figrin Dan here. And this is one of the exclusives. This is Grand Moff Tarkin and an Imperial Gunner. I don't know if I'll go through everything in this great detail, but just these I'll show you. This is a Wedge Antilles and Biggs Darklighter. Some nice collector series. And I wasn't going to get rid of these because I don't have these in any other format, but I do have Grand Moff Tarkin, so I decided to part with those. And these are all of the Hawthorne Village. These are basically like Department 56, but not that company, called Hawthorne Village, light up little village playset. Not playsets, but a lot of people just put them up under their Christmas tree, but they can serve and go anywhere. We got Slave 1, we got Jabba's Sail Barge, AT-AT, got the Space Slug, got Sarlacc, Endor Bunker. Okay, this is, I believe, a complete set. I'm asking $60 a piece, except for these two because I lost the boxes to them, so I'm asking a little bit less. We also have, of course, a vintage Biker Scout pistol. Here are some more collector series, but kind of towards the end, the trilogy figures. These are Some of these are worth a little less because they're slightly box damage on the back. You got Chewie, Boba Fett, Luke, and the Stormtrooper. Got some Gentle Giant busts for LOM. Collectible mini bust. We've got the Hoth Wampa Black Series. Got a couple of games here. Got a few. Oh, here's some things. Some people. We get some. This is some other country like metallic figures came out in the 90s. We've got some vintage collection. We have a couple of clone Ahsoka's Clone Troopers VC 248. I bought a case of the figures and I didn't need the extras. And then of course we have a couple of Din Djarin, Morak, Mandalorian figures. There's another Hawthorne. Treachery on Seliukami, I think it is. One of the, solo poster. I can actually sit that thing up sideways there. This is an Empire Strikes Back folded poster, an Empire Strikes Back storybook, Empire Strikes Back vintage game. Of course, we have, I don't know why they're upside down, my apologies. I'm going to put these up here. Got two vintage figures with the, we've got General Nadine. It's got a little damage in the box there. You can see the card, upper left, right? You can see that, a little tear. So I'm asking $100 on this one. And then I have a Gamorrean Guard, slightly better quality, although cracked bubble. So, in the top. So again, I'm going to ask $100 for these. But again, negotiable. Some Black Series figures. Got one kind of hidden here. These are some more collector series figures. This is the Elite series from Disney. Vinylmation. These are more, like a little bit more. These are going to be like $4 each. These are going to be $5 because they come with a weapon, and these are going to be $15 because they're chase figures. A couple of posters. I think we have a Rogue One and a Solo poster. I got a few masks. Some of these are Don Post. I will say this about the Don Post masks. They are, in fact, they're starting to deteriorate. So, on the one hand, they're valuable because of their age, but on the other hand, they're deteriorating because of their age. Some of the younger ones, like these Kit Fisto and Stacey Tin, those are a little bit more there. I think I'm asking not $3. Those are for these face shields. These are much cheaper masks, the Boss Nass. Okay, so this is a Newt Gunray hat. Okay, it came with a mask, but the mask completely deteriorated. Got a couple of lightsabers and water pistol guns and things of that nature. Here's another collector series, Luke and Han. This is a KB Toy exclusive. This is that First Order Stormtrooper Ubitek. It's a robot with a companion app. There's a Death Trooper Big Fig, Yoda, candy jar. We got these two books. I have to put the batteries back in these, but these are like the Jedi Order book and the Sith book, and it had a cool effect where you would open them up and it'd make a big effect. It does work. I just got to get batteries in them. A Build-A-Bear, Hallmark dog. These are all these Walmart little plush displays. Clone Wars book, Art of, a Chewbacca satchel. This is a Death Star trash compactor 2 of 2. 1 of 2 sold at the last sale. Some battle packs. Down here we got a little Disney Ewok, Disney moisture evaporator, spray gun, a backpack Yoda plush, another Build-A-Bear plush. Got a original trilogy collection, Millennium Falcon. It's a pretty high-priced item. Got a couple of knickknacks here. I guess Queen Amidala, Ultimate Hair Queen Amidala. Another battle pack. Next Wing. A whole bin full of just kind of odds and ends. Here's a nice thing. We got our Frito-Lay Ewok display. So this actually came out in the 90s, late 90s, when they were and it was not a toy you could buy. It was something you had to, they just put it on display. I forget the artist, but it was an artist in Celebration 5. Kind of, this was his take on what if there was a Star Wars theme park, which is great, but now we kind of have that in Galaxy's Edge, so kind of moving on to other things. Also, we got some trading cards and these are t-shirts. They're all clean. Mostly XL, some size large, all different Star Wars related. We've got a Star Wars Series 1, 140 cards. There's a whole bunch of different sets in here, okay? There's some customizable card games. So I'm just kind of working out a price for all of them, or for each set. These are the 3D lenticular, and then the wide vision cards. And then we have the Empire Tops, okay, and Jedi. I believe there's a complete sets, okay? In addition, we have a couple of one like a box with a complete set, one complete, two incomplete, some wax packages. The whole box is $35. This is a box of random Empire Strikes Back, no order to them. Here's a vintage set of Return of the Jedi cards. This is a vintage Darth Vader TIE Fighter model. It's not in any way complete. In fact, it's just got a few pieces to it, but the box, I'm actually selling it more for the box. A couple more busts here from Gentle Giant. We got the TIE Fighter pilot. We got Moma Nadon, Snowtrooper, Kit Fisto. We got a mini helmet Stormtrooper, along with a mini helmet Clone Trooper and a mini helmet C-3PO. Some Galactic Heroes, a collector 3-pack action series. This is a really high-end in Princess Leia and R2 2-pack. This is Slave Leia and Bartender R2. I love the Salacious Crumb just kind of hanging back there. We have a vintage catalog I found randomly hanging around. A film cell. Some Elite Series metal figures from Disney. Got a few of these from Japan. These are remote-controlled droids. They're like the size of our astromech droids. There's 3 different types here. Got a titanium 3PO. Got a Sith Attack battle set vehicle. Over here we have another Sith Attack clone tank vehicle. A bunch of Black Series and some Tiki mugs. A couple of Walmart 2-packs. There's some Gentle Giant bust-ups, little ones. Some cars. Evolution battle packs. More Evolution. Solo Millennium Falcon. These are some of those Galaxy boxes from, I forget, Culture Fly. They're partial filled, so I'm just asking a small price just to kind of, because I kept what I wanted. The boxes themselves are really cool. You have the kind of Tatooine cantina, and then you have the Hoth. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So a lot of stuff here. And again, as I said, there are some things that I have not put out that I'll put out later. These are some more kind of craft things. We have some buttons, all different types of things. These are designed by my daughter. Some of them are, just basically, animated, like digital drawings of some of the toys, like the Patrol Dewback or the Cloud Car, and they're just buttons. Got the YouTube channel on the back. But some of them are different. We have my daughter's take on what if they ever made a holiday special lumpy action figure, what it might look like. Here's a 3-pack Rogue One set of action figures, like troopers. I really wish they made this. I know these days, my daughter made these many years ago, and nowadays people are making 3D printed figures, which is like awesome, you know what I mean? So I think that's fantastic, but I kind of like the buttons too. We have some 1-inch buttons. Most of these are also available as 1-inch. A couple of, maybe this is a little outdated, the Vaccinated Strikes Back. Or if you just want standard, the Empire Strikes Back, we got that too. These are magnets, actually, so they fit on all sorts of places. Okay, some stickers down here too. Then we go into some ornaments, mostly Star Wars, a couple of Star Trek. Okay, very reasonably priced. A couple of, an Indiana Jones. And then, of course, I went through, we have their Hamilton plates, okay? And I have a couple of them with packages and boxes. Others some, I didn't have the packaging, so I just kind of carefully put them in Ziplocs with some paper towels just to protect them. There is one cracked one. If you looked on, in the old, we have one here that I glued together. So that's pretty much a $5 one. Or if somebody buys all of them, I will throw it in for free. Not Star Wars, but some trains. We have my father was a Lionel train collector, and I've kept some of his higher end pieces. But we have one set of trains here. We have some track, and then just a bunch of old trains and boxes and stuff. They haven't really seen the light of day in about 40 years. So, and of course, ending with the two bigger items, we have our R2-D2 cooler. And I had a lot of people asking me about this on the Facebook groups. It is not by any means a mint item. It is by far that. There was a crack right here on the dome itself. A little packing tape was just enough to keep it, secure. Less so down here is the styrene foot. This whole thing, guys, is very thin. It is not meant to last. These were temporary displays for to be put in Wawa, and it would fill this with ice and put your Cokes or Pepsi products rather, and there you go. So, but it is it's functional, so that's great. Now, I decided, even though this is not something I was intending to sell, I have decided to part with this if someone would offer me a price for it. This is a scratch-built R2-D2 replica, although I will tell you it's incomplete. You can see the feet have not had been created. I did have styrene on the feet, but that's something I learned, that it's better to not do styrene. I do have more pieces to all of this. I have a container in the closet that has some of the ProLogic packs that go here. Okay, that kind of thing. There's some electronics with it. There are some scooter motors. I would include the whole thing. I'm asking $3,500, but that is definitely negotiable. The dome comes off. You can take the legs off. Not easily, but you can. And so if anybody happens to be interested in that, I'm not shipping it though. That is come and pick it up if you want it. All right, so I think that's about it. I think that's about everything. As I said, if you've been watching the channel, you'll know that we had a couple of other things we talked about. There was some, I'm planning on selling off my entire titanium collection. Okay, these Black Series we have, let's just kind of go through them. We have a lot of the gaming greats. I'm parting with the gaming greats. And some of the carbonized, like it's soda. Clone Commander Fox. These are just not ones that I'm as connected with. I'm going to start parting with the Black Series, beginning with the boxed ones still, and then going from there to this Boba Fett carbonized, and then going from that to eventually probably parting with the loose ones too. I think I want to keep any of the loose ones that I don't have movie figures of in the 3 3/4 inch. That's kind of like where my thinking is taking me. We also have a Mark Echo, kind of a sweatsuit top. It's a red clone trooper. So there you go. Okay. So that's Star Wars boxes. These are boxes from my vintage item, not my vintage items. I have, you've seen, if you watch my channel, I've opened up, taken all the vintage boxes and then opened them up, put them together, like put some bubble wrap on the inside to keep them sturdy, and then I use them as my backdrop. Those are from the 90s, which is now becoming vintage, I know. So, all right, guys. So that is what we have going on with the sale. As I mentioned, I am going to part with my titanium collection. There's a few more collector series action figures that I'm going to part with, boxed ones. I am not doing that just yet. I'm kind of keeping that out for wave 2. However, if you're someone who's really interested in that, shoot me an email, darthtuba77@gmail.com. I would be happy to show you what I have if you want to see it. You can look on previous episodes, and there's some stuff about it there. But if you want something specific, let me know. Okay, so that'll do it for today's episode, for this live episode. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much. Please share it out. Again, the sale is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, June 23rd, 24th, 25th. It's in Flemington, New Jersey. It's 523 basically off, kind of between White House or Flemington and White House. You should be able to find it if you get into the Flemington area on 523 or Route 31. You will see signs. I'm trying not to give out my address, folks. That's the only thing. But I know I can tell you we're off Route 523 in the Flemington slack going towards White House in that vicinity. And you will see the signs. Just come on in. Remember, this is not on the street. There will be signs indicating for you to come down, and you can park next to our cars right here. And there's plenty of space here, rain or shine, okay? And it's officially from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. each day. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, may the force and the toys be with you.